is home for the night. Looks like some people have been out here recently. Made a little fire pit. I won't be using that. It's too dry outside. I brought a little propane type fire pit. So tonight, I'm gonna be sleeping in the bed. Should be okay. I know it's comfortable. I've slept in it before, but it wasn't quite this hot. I'm sweating pretty good right now. So what I use is a little trifold, and then I take this drawer system that I built, pull it out to a certain point, and then under here, do this with one hand. It's the same width. Then I just close the drawers on it. Pull this over. Then I can unfold the trifold. My kids are out of the country right now, so I opted to use little one's blanket. I mainly use it because it's small and it's a pretty light blanket. I don't think I'll need a blanket tonight. In fact, I'm pretty sure I won't, but just in case. Well, looks like this is gonna be home for the night. It's gonna be nice and comfortable. Just don't know about the temperature. We'll see. But have my fan. Gonna hook it to my power station, and then a little bit later, after we relax a little bit, have a little small campfire and maybe enjoy the hammock. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Got some ravens off in the background. But besides that, you can't hear anything. There's not anybody for miles. So I'm gonna enjoy some cherry tomatoes, a Gatorade, and then just try to let that sun set down a little bit further, and maybe to get a little more comfortable out here. All right, everybody, took a little nap over in the hammock. Now I'm getting kind of hungry, so go ahead and make dinner. I'm gonna cook dinner a little differently tonight. I decided against using the old tried and true Coleman, and I think I'm going to use the fire pit. So this is basically gonna be my setup for cooking dinner. And if you remember earlier in the video, I already prepped some steak and potatoes. I also did off camera some green beans. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy hot, just put it on low, and then show you what I have over here. So man, there's some nice lights. This is gonna be kind of hard to do one-handed, bear with me. Ooh, what is that? That doesn't belong there. So let's get these out of here. See what we have. That's hot. I've been parked now for a few hours, and this is still really hot. So while that heats up, I'll go ahead and show you this. There we go. So let's see how this looks. If I can get it open. Ooh, smells great. It's getting a little butter everywhere. This might just be easier. I have it wrapped a couple times. Alright, just have a little olive oil. Gonna put in here. There we go, it's gonna be good. Then truck's locked. Where's the keys? Looking good, got the potatoes in there. Gonna add these beans. Turn this fire off. Doesn't get more hardy than that. Alright, so the steak's been resting now for about 10 minutes. Got me some of the spicy cheese. Haven't never tried this before. So, it's got a kick to it. Black cherry soda. This one's really good. So, let's see how it is. A little overdone, but oh man, that's great. Potatoes came out nice and roasted. They're hot though. But cheers. I was walking around camp earlier. I came across a spider web. Check this guy out. Pretty crazy web. He needs to stay out there and out of my bed. Feels pretty good. That water's actually pretty warm. I guess from being in the back of the truck. But yeah, so off camera, I'll clean up the rest, change some clothes before the sun goes down. Then hopefully enjoy the fan a little bit. Feel much better now. Feels like I'm 15 degrees cooler now. So go ahead and pack everything up. Be headed to bed in a couple hours. Just gonna probably enjoy the hammock a little more and have a few drinks. Look at that. Let there be light. Let's see if it shows how much they are drawing. 20 watts. So not too bad. It'll light it up at night. I'll show you when the sun goes down, but I never really paid attention to how much watts that it drew. It's not great, but not horrible, especially since it's going through the converter. Or is it inverter? I don't know. Hey, what's up guys? Alright, so maybe a little loud in here. I don't know how it's gonna sound, but I'll show you the living quarters. I'm trying out my secret weapon for tonight, the swamp cooler. So I built this about 7 years ago when my oldest boy was about 6 months old. We used to take it on the boat with us and just keep it blowing on him. And so I haven't really used it since then. So I figured this would be a perfect night for it. The only change I made is I used to have a 120 small fan that I would have hooked up to it. And now I plugged in the Ryobi battery powered fan. It seems to be blowing cool. I've just been holding this thermometer up to it right now. Basically, it's showing, can't really read it. says it's 91.4 degrees outside and it's blowing 72.9 degrees out of this. So that actually feels really comfortable to me. We'll see how it goes throughout the night. This big blue cooler is full of extra ice for it in case it gets hot and I need to turn it on. But I think as the night cools off, it's gonna work well for me. Kind of the rest, I'm gonna have this thermometer that I'm gonna be, after I shut all this up, that I'm gonna be checking inside versus outside. Nice scenic view. Doesn't get much better than that. Gonna have my big box fan. Got a light on the end. So these lights, you just touch them, and if you hold it, it'll get brighter. You touch it again, hold it, gets dim all the way to off. They're pretty nice. They're rechargeable by USB. They're magnetic on the back side. I found these on Amazon and they came as a pair. They were really inexpensive, and I leave these on all night long sometimes, stuck to the side of my car, and they when I wake up in the morning, they're still on. I charge them maybe every 3 to 5 trips, depending if I leave it on all night. They work really well, and it's just a little reading lamp for your bed or nightstand, but I like them. You can get them either in amber or in the white color, and the other ones I use are just these guys that you can flip on and off as needed. So I like the fact that this RSI Smartcap is, you know, magnetic products stick to them all over. I've slept in here a few times, and it's actually really comfortable with this trifold. It works out that I have some nice shelving for my stuff on the side. My wallet's magnetic, so I can stick my wallet to it as well. But yeah, so we'll see how it works out tonight, and I think I'm gonna be just fine because this thing in here feels great. So there's only one way in and one way out of this location that I'm at, and it's basically right here. Goes along through the woods, goes off in the distance way over there. So I always position my truck so that it faces out, mostly because, you know, when you're camping by yourself, you never know who's going to come out and try to see you in the middle of the night. Now that's never happened, but these lights on the front are extremely bright, and so when I'm in the back, I like to take this piece in here for my Trigger 6-shooter, and it's battery powered and it's magnetic. If you find something magnetic, I guess the whole truck is aluminum, but I like it because if I hear a noise, I can come turn these on from the inside of a little camper shell, and if you turn these guys on, they're extremely bright. So it's just a little, I wouldn't say safety feature, but makes me feel comfortable from the inside that if I hear a noise, I can take this, turn these on, and basically at this point I cannot even see the truck anymore. So I've showed pictures of this on Instagram, I believe. I don't know that I've ever showed it on YouTube, so it looks pretty janky, I know, and as you can tell, I like magnets. So I've put a few magnets here. I took a tarp, I cut it, I folded it so that it goes onto the back lift gate of the RSI Smartcap, and so it basically just folds over it, and then within here I put magnets so that it sticks and holds everything close. So it sticks to the bumper, keeps everything, you know, slightly sealed. The tailgate comes out to here, the bed comes to here, so it drops straight down, and then I can take this and all the magnets stick all the way up, and it gives me the extra, I'm 6 foot tall, so it gives me the extra length that I need to be able to sleep on the inside. And it's actually pretty cozy once you're in here. I can imagine if it was windy, it'd probably be a little noisy, but no more than anybody's rooftop tent. It's really secure. I feel secure when I'm inside of it. If there's a storm, you know, I'm completely waterproof. I'm not really sure how it would do here if it was, you know, driving rain, but it's going to keep it out for the most part. If need be, I could curl up and shut the camper, but just thought I'd show it. It's just a little hack I did that, you know, cost me a few bucks and a couple magnets I had laying around. And I'll just shut the sides, and tonight we'll see how cooler it gets in there with the little swamp cooler that's in there glowing right now. But just wanted to show you guys my little makeshift cap end on here. So the sun has went down. Everything's starting to wake up that's up at night, and things that are awake during the day are going to sleep. But I just want you to listen to the sounds that the only thing we can hear. Hopefully they pick up on the microphone. So this looks to be the bunk for the night, kind of tucked away. It's pretty nice. This thing's blowing right in my face, so it's nice and cool. I haven't even turned this one on yet, but see, I'm 6 foot. I'm not even all the way at the top, and I got plenty of room. Got my lights over to the side. I get to put my watch and, you know, flashlight, a few things. Sit over here. Here's the switch panel. So if you look out the front, and I turn them on, pretty bright. Pretty cool. Well, looks like I'll be seeing you guys in the morning. Gonna go ahead and go to bed and see how this goes. If I happen to wake up and check this temperature that's up on here, I just turned it on. It says it's 85 in here and it's 89 outside, so it's already cooling off. We'll see how well it holds and how long it stays. I slept good. It was nice and cool throughout the night. Having all the fans probably helped. The little swamp cooler ran out of ice probably at about 2 o'clock in the morning, and so I had the ice to refill it, but I just didn't feel like refilling it. It was comfortable inside. So hey, summer camping worked out. I'm gonna go ahead and try to clean up a little bit. I'll probably get out pretty early. And then I gotta try my oats, my overnight oats that I made. So let's see how that turned out, because like I said before, I've never made one of those, but I like all the ingredients, so I don't know why I wouldn't like it. But let me grab my car keys. They're on the other side. Alright, where is it at? There we go. It's gonna be nice and cold. Oh, wow. Take two. So the battery died as soon as I took my first bite. But man, I think I'll be making these every morning before I go to work because they are delicious.